What it do, it's Apo, Woodside, going on, PG, Landover, DMV, you hear me? So, it is. Music been my whole goddamn life, you know what I'm saying? As far as my mom always playing that shit. Like, growing up, I was just like an in-house gaming nerd. I really wasn't into much music for real. But once I started getting older, becoming more aware of my reality at like the age of 7 and 8, and realizing my demographic and the shit that's going on around me, it kind of pushed me towards something else more than games, because that shit wasn't helping me out my solace and just being by myself. So I started doing my research and just listening to music, because my mother always listened to music. So one day struck upon Tupac, Biggie, and went down the rabbit hole of the 90s. Started doing my own shit, writing poetries and shit like that, songs and stuff like that. My first rap name was actually Mansa Musa. So, you know, and I'm always a low-key historian. I love history and shit, so they go hand in hand. Shit, nigga, I'm a unk, you know what I'm saying, older head, you know what I'm saying? So I had the goddamn Dreamcast, Nintendo 64, goddamn PlayStation 1 all the way to 4. You hear me? GameCube, that's my shit, that's my heart. You know what I'm saying? I love GameCube, the whole Zelda.
I'm extra old, so we had the Sega Genesis too.
Oh shit. Damn. Hey, Slim, I ain't play that. Yeah. Hey, nah, for real though. Catching my mother crying because we ain't had no food in the fridge, broke as shit. Wiping my ass with newspaper because we ain't had no motherfucking toilet paper, we was fucked up and shit. Just real shit. Ain't had no more body soap, so we had to use Dawn. I mean, you can find out in school because I ain't had no flashing. You know, niggas, everybody broke. Like, when you go to school, everybody broke. It ain't like niggas is up. You might got that one hood nigga whose house is a little, like, upkeep. Like, oh, he lower middle class. And then you go in yours and you just broke it. You like, damn, I shit fucked up. So, it's really just like, what was you putting on? Did I catch your motherfucking ass wearing the same shit 2 days in a row? Is them the same dusty ass shoes you wore 3 days in a row? You know what I'm saying? So, it just came to shit like that. But, you know, as black people, we always gotta poke fun at somebody, even if we are somewhat traumatizing each other. We just don't see it that way. That's how we cope. I feel like black art is a trauma response in general. As far as then when you got painters painting black women holding white babies and nurturing them with their breasts and giving breast milk, you know, especially with the young kids nowadays, it's not more about the lyricism. It's always from a Tupac standpoint, where it's really just my words communicating and conveying what's going on in my life. And if it's a harsh reality, that just means that their life is harsh in itself. You know what I'm saying? You can tell by like how certain hood niggas be standing off. It's like, a lot of people in the black community have autism. A lot of times they can't even verbalize what they're feeling. So once you give them a beat and they're able to like articulate that way, you're finally hearing that black boy convey. Like, a lot of times they've been told shut the fuck up when they was young, be quiet, stop talking. So now that they have a voice, it may come out a little ignorant, it may come out harsh, but at the end of the day, it is the culture, whether you like it or not. The culture has never been nice, it's never been sweet. I mean, shit, you got Gil Scott.
So what I'm hearing is most of our artists are autistic.
Yes. I feel like a lot of people will be stemming and doing weird shit. That's why we just do things. We just feel vibration and beat. We really don't care about what's structured or what's going on and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? We just here for the moment. We here to express. Like, the black experience is art in itself. It's reflective. I feel like there's a conscious aspect of it. I feel like that has a bad stigma. Even though people will be like, well, what about the mics and what about the woody whoops? I mean, to me, I feel like that's like lo-fi. Lo-fi. My best lo-fi. Oh God. I think it's like more lo-fi than it is conscious. I feel like niggas is rapping, but it ain't like on a what's going on outside type of shit. And even when you do that, it's kind of like, okay, sure. You know what I mean? Because what's cool is the drill, the free card, the trap shit. You know what I'm saying? That's been cool for the last 10 to 5 years. And I feel like the conscious rap, as far as in the Kendricks, the J. Cole's, you know, things of that nature, they keeping it alive to a certain extent. But even then, it's like, once you get to a certain plateau, how can I really look a person who's down bottom in the eyes as someone who's in higher upper class? I can't. I can only speak about what I know and what I experience, but that's just something that I think about because of survivor's guilt, because it's traumatic experiences I haven't gotten over. We just act like that didn't happen. We'll take an inner city child, make them a star, but we'll never understand what the inner city child had to download and grow up with and kind of move and ignore in order to heal and move forward. So along with that, I feel like conscious rap right now, because they're not really pushing intelligence, you know, is being pushed in the back forward. And especially to me, viewing hip-hop, I feel like a lot of things within hip-hop right now are pushed to the back front. I feel like we're more in a rap era than a hip-hop era. As far as even with the BET ciphers, the basements, the freestyling, the 106 in Park, they literally bought BET and scraped all the hip-hop out of it and just made it rap. Something that they can control. more funding for creative spaces. I feel like a lot of black kids are creative. I feel like black people in general are creative. We need more creative spaces within the DMV. I feel like the DMV is kind of what 10 to 15 years behind when it comes to as far as a hip hop city and building up the hip hop foundation. You know, we grew up a lot of times in a go-go state to where it does make sense that we're coming later on within the 2010s to really push forward for rappers. You know what I'm saying? When Wale, Shaq, Glizzy, Fat Joe was out, it wasn't too many rappers that were being pushed in the area. Now the DMV has a name, but we're still building up that foundation. We're still building up a sonic wave to where the world will be like, oh, DMV means DC, Maryland, Virginia, and not like, because the niggas still be like, what the fuck is DMV? But if you say somebody Miami or New Jersey, New York, somebody already knows what you're talking about, especially Atlanta. How am I from PG, Maryland? I know what zone 6 and 3 and 4 is. You know what I'm saying? Because the culture has advocated for these spaces and these places. You know, and we're still building up to that. Yeah, DC a lot of times is looked at as like a resort for white people to go up and look at the monuments and stuff, not knowing that the inner cities are that violent, or the cities were so bad within the 90s that they had to change the basketball team's name from Bullets to Wizards because there was so much gun violence. You know what I mean? So I just feel like right now within the DMV area, what I would like to change or do is to put more money into spaces like you and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I got my Jai Like project that I posted last year, you know what I'm saying, still going strong with that. Got some more unreleased coming out. Y'all about to tap into that today. You can find me on the gram at OG Apo, no underscore, just straight OG Apo, you hear me? OG APEO, music on all platforms as APEO, Apo, you know what I'm saying? Apu, Apol, nah, it's Apo. You know what I'm saying? Got my man Rex right here, right next to me and shit, so, you know, that's where y'all can find me at, man. Hell yeah. Apo Woodside, Glennon, PG, home of the greatest rappers alive, you know what I'm saying? And I'm fucking with Redbloxx, you already know what it is. Yeah!